What is up, hey Tristan? My screen on the screen. And hey Brass. Oh, and Theon as well. Thanks for the good luck. Oh, actually, thanks for the luck. Right, let me catch up on chat. 4 runs of 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, and blackout. Short, medium, long, kingdoms, and full kingdoms plus post game. Mario Odyssey bingo. Wow, that looks like it would have taken a long time to decide my average. Wow. Yeah, that would have taken ages. So you're trying to decide your average on like all the different ones I showed. Alright. So. Oh. That's weird. Ah, I know why that's doing that. Splits. Now we're in real time. That did scare me for a minute. That always gets me. Going to Monkey Ball. Half of 2 lines short and got my average for 1 line short. I started yesterday. Oh, right. So you were comparing to average, right? Yeah, I mean, it is bingo. Bingo, it does depend a lot on the card you get and the lines you go for. So, it is hard to compare yourself, really. You might not even have played worse sometimes, and yet sometimes you'll be behind average even though you probably played better. You know, that's just how bingo goes because it's not a set thing every time unless you're playing a set seed. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a overtime 2 run to start off with because I actually managed to beat my previous time offline and I managed to beat it by over a minute, so it would be nice to be able to push that sub 25 today. I don't think we'll get it today. I'm way off of getting it today, to be honest. I'd be happy if I just finished a run. It just went really well on Sunday. Sunday is when I did the run, and it's not an official category, so it won't actually be submitted anywhere. But I might do score percent runs so that we can sort of say they're overtime 2 runs as well. I mean, that's what I did with my first one that I recorded, but because it's not an actual category, I'm not really too fussed about pushing this too far. So, although it would be nice to push it far, I mean, I'm not too concerned about getting it past sub 25, to be honest. Sub 25 is quite good. Every bingo category I do 4 runs to decide my average. Wow. Yeah, that will take ages. Okay, so I'm just going to get into it because I'm only going to stream for about an hour, to be honest. I'm going to stream tomorrow, of course. But I'm going to be quite busy sorting out the charity stuff because I didn't plan on doing 2. If you've seen my announcement, it wasn't in the Twitch announcement, but it was in the others. I plan on doing 2 charity series in March instead of just 1. It was going to be 1 for 2 weeks. Oh, does it say Monkey Ball still? I apologise. Yes, we are doing PinOut. I forgot to change the title, apparently. Let me see. Yeah, so I've changed it to the PinOut. The PinOut title, but not the game. Let me change that. Yeah, I will do more Monkey Ball soon, but I need to get a GameCube controller because I'm not going through what happened on Wednesday again. Thanks, Tristan. Yeah, I don't have a command for that, and 2, it would be limited to mods, but I appreciate it. Yeah, it should be updated now. It's all good. yeah, we're going to be doing a Overtime 2 run. So, lots has happened since last PinOut stream. Of course, last PinOut stream being last Friday. But I managed to replicate a wrong warp that has been known for a few years now. Well, not known to me until I looked at the video. But known after I achieved it. And there's a lot of interesting stuff going on with it. I was going to discuss it today, but I'm deciding I'm going to save it for when I eventually start doing YouTube Shorts and TikToks, which is going to happen like in the next month. Because I want to speak about it. Basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to do like a YouTube Short about it, and then I'm going to also do a main video about it. And I kind of want to link them together. So I'm going to save it for a bit, because to be honest, we could even find something between now and then anyway. Because I've been trying to figure out stuff to do with the wrong warp and what actually, if there's any sort of consistent setup I can get for it. Of course, my setup was very weird for it, so I probably won't be able to replicate my own one. 48 as a start is not good. I tried to go super early there to try and get an edge on those doubles. It's only a fraction off. To be fair, 48's okay. In my world record, I only managed to get like 20 on one of the runs. Because I wasn't focused. I mean, it did pay off because I still completed the run, and it just means that that's very lucky, because normally that does not let you through. Normally that will almost be guaranteed for you to fall through the flippers there. Oh, that's a shame. And I've used 2 flips for nothing. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Yeah, so Race to Overtime 2, how it works is we are essentially... Okay, we're saving a lot of time because I did less Laser Racer. So if we manage to complete this run now... Oh, no, that's a reset. Yeah. So, essentially what Overtime 2 is, Race to Overtime is any percent. Race to Overtime 2 is any percent plus you play the entire game again. So, in the first 8 areas, you'll see me gathering a lot of time. Basically, anywhere I can where it's optimal, which is basically everywhere, I will be grabbing the time, the bonus time, which we normally wouldn't always do, unless it's the optimal path to take. Whereas here, we want as much bonus time as possible, as early as possible, because, of course, if you get to overtime, you cannot gain any more bonus time. You can't play mini games, you can't get power-ups, you can't get any more bonus time in any way. So essentially, you have to gather bonus time in the first playthrough, and then in the second playthrough, in overtime, you have to complete the game with the time you have remaining. That's why we need as much time as possible early on. Preferably around 10 to 11 minutes is a comfortable amount to have. So you could quite feasibly do a no reset of this if you're already quite good at any percent. I would say a lot of people on the leaderboard right now would be able to do a run of this if they're able to do okay with the amount of time gathered in the first segment, and then also sort of almost replicate their PB. But because it's currently not a category, I'm really the only person that's pushing it, and to be honest, I don't blame anyone for not playing a category that does not exist. I'm just playing it because I've made it a goal for myself now. I've not made it too strenuous for myself. I've made the any percent goal far harder for me to hit than I have the Overtime 2 goal. Of course, it would be nice to get this made into an actual category, but I don't think it's going to happen just because it's more of a challenge run than it is a speed run. Although it is a speed run, it is technically still a speed run. It just adds a lot more difficulty to the base game, because you have quite a high chance of not completing it at all. Did you get a PB? Yeah. Well, first off, hey Jules, welcome to the stream. And yeah, so I've only been streaming about 10 minutes, or playing the game for about 5 or 10 minutes, but I did manage to get a new world record in overtime 2 on Sunday by over a minute. I've not PB'd in any percent, unfortunately, but I know I can push this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an overtime 2 run, see how it goes, and then I'm gonna do some any percent to cap the stream off, because I've not been achieving too much in any percent recently, whereas I just picked up overtime 2 and managed to get a pretty decent run. So I thought I'll do another one of those and see how it goes. But right now this actually is not a category, like on the leaderboards. Currently there's only any percent, score percent, and stage 1 tanks. So yeah, I got one extra mission on Saturday. I'm not sure if you were here on Saturday. Yeah, I have not played since. I've mainly been playing Mario Kart, to be honest. I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart time trials. It's just a lot easier for me to play Switch games. Switch games and mobile games. If I'm speedrunning Switch or mobile games at any point, really, it's a lot easier for me to practice those than Wii games. And that's kind of part of the reason why I play a lot more... Oh, that's so annoying. That's kind of part of the reason why I play a lot more Switch and mobile games in my speedruns, but mainly Switch. I basically don't do any mobile apart from this game. But I do think I can get 100 on Saturday. If I don't, though, I have made a promise that I'm going to do a medal marathon run if the All Achievements run does not succeed. So either way, we're going to have something long happening in We Play this weekend, which is very interesting, very exciting. So either we're going to get, hopefully, a massive PB in Medal Marathon, or we're going to get the first ever All Achievements run complete. So something is going to happen, hopefully. But I've been doing a lot of Mario Kart. I managed to beat a lot of my times that I've achieved in the last week or so that I thought were really good. Bowser's Castle Nitro Track was really good, so it did take me quite some time to beat that, because I already put a decent amount of time into it already, like a few hours, which is way more than I spent on most of the time trials. Best part of 15 minutes for most of them, but that one I've spent at least a couple of hours on now, so I'm quite happy with where I'm at. But I do have an actual goal for time trials, some of best now, so essentially what I'm doing is I'm adding up my times in all my time trials in 200cc and trying to get a decent time overall, which I think I've managed to work out a decent time that I want to hit, just judging by what I got on the first attempt. And I'm already a couple of minutes closer to that than where my first attempts were on the time trials. I think I'm still about 3 minutes away, but there's plenty of time to save if I just have a look at some of the world record ghosts. This is really frustrating. So essentially what is happening here, the reason why it's taken me so long to get out of source, and I did get very lucky in one of the first runs, we literally got out of source like first or second try. Unfortunately didn't go too great after that. But, well, specifically Zero Dark 100 where we fell back into Emerald. But essentially what is happening is it's a lot harder to time some of these slopes, especially this one. This one is a lot harder to time, but in the current any percent route, it's beneficial to take the other one. But of course, here we want to get as much bonus time as possible. And because it only costs a few seconds to take these extra routes, you know, maximum like 10, 15 extra seconds normally. It is well worth taking these for the extra time. I mean, if you look at my world record, like my recent one I got on Sunday, I only had about, what was it? I think like less than 30 seconds left of in-game time. So it's very important to make sure you have enough. No. We are not skipping that. We are not skipping those 20-odd seconds there. No way. So I'm going to give this a few more goes. See what we get. I do really want to get at least one run of this today and then also do some any percent. But to be honest, I've not really been achieving much in any percent. That's why I kind of wanted to do a run of this while I have the time in the stream remaining. Very slow. Oh, that's not working. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get out of source one more time. And if I don't fancy doing a no reset, then I'm just going to do any percent. But chances are we are going to do a no reset. I just didn't really want to continue where I had a mediocre laser racer and I also fell backwards out of 0 Dark 100. Because it's okay to do a no reset, but at the same time, you don't want to do a 20-minute run and then realize you probably don't have enough time left at the end to finish. So I would rather just play safe. So the main difference between any percent in overtime and any percent in the regular game. No. The main difference between any percent in the regular game and any percent in overtime, it's essentially nothing apart from the fact that you, of course, don't get any bonus time or anything. And that also means you don't get any power-ups, and that includes push. So you have to do Granular Rainstorm with no push, which is actually okay. It sounds worse than it is, although it can be punishing. If you miss just one thing, you can fall back really far. But if you don't miss anything, it only makes it take like 10 to 15 more seconds. Of course, it does mean that you're a lot more likely to mess up. But if you don't mess up, it really does not cost much time compared to regular any percent. Another problem with this route is the fact that you will sometimes hit that slope, which is very slow because, well, and also inconsistent. Yeah, nice. The main reason being, if you go up that ramp slightly, it won't benefit you. You will only get 2 of the bonus time dots, which you're going to get anyway in an overtime 2 run, and it's gonna make it harder for you to get up the ramp quickly. And I've not found any consistent way to make it not happen. This is being very mean. Yeah, that's bad. That was so bad. 44 is not good enough. That's really not good. So I've missed like 8 seconds there. Okay, so the problem with this, and some time there as well, which naturally means I have to miss these ones because you can't get them from the left flipper. Really not a great start. So yeah, you really want to be grabbing a ton of bonus time from these mini games, especially Laser Racer. Laser Racer is the fastest mini game in terms of how quickly you can gain bonus time. If you're fast, you can gain tons. And also, of course, if you're good, it will start escalating in speed, and then you're gaining more bonus time per second anyway. as opposed to some games which generally don't really speed up as quick as Laser Racer does. Laser Racer speeds up very, very quickly. So this was a very poor area, actually, and to be honest, it would have been better if I just took the slow section in the other run. But that's okay. Hindsight is 2020. So this is another problem with this one. You can get stuck here very easily, and you might not have noticed much difference in my timings there. That's because it's just very tight timing to go for that ramp. Unfortunately, it's very unforgiving. If you're playing casually, you basically have to luck out if you're going for that slope, because it's a ridiculously stupid time frame to get that one. There's a lot of ridiculous and stupid time frames in this area. This is very bad. Can you please be nice? So the problem with this is that normally we would just go for the left slope and be done with the area, but because we're going for bonus time, I can't really do that. Oh, excellent. That is brilliant. Okay, never mind. We might be okay. So I got push in an area where you don't normally get push. Normally granular rainstorm is your only hope for push. You know what? I'm going to risk it a little bit. Why not? I'm going to go for a little bit extra. See, normally if we got pushed there, we would just be trying to skip Laser Racer, but here we won't be. And also, you do get something quite funny in that the push effect will still be visible on the bottom there. 17? This is not good. Unfortunately, yeah, the minigame does eat up your push power up. But of course, if we were doing an any percent run, that wouldn't really matter. But 19 is appalling. So we might not even have enough time here to finish the run. It really, if I was getting 19 on Laser Racer, it would be more beneficial to have a good Laser Racer and then skip all the other mini-games. So we are going to get a gold here, but of course a gold there is very counterproductive. That's why you can't really go based on golds in this run, because that gold is good because we skipped so much of the minigame, which ultimately does mean we could just not finish. Wait, what happened, Grass? I'm very confused. You could have rolled back with time freeze? Wait. I could have rolled back. I'm confused. I've missed something very obvious. I'm trying to think during the run and thinking doesn't go well. See, I had one flip on stage 2 exit. Wait, so what would going back achieve? Oh, unless I go for bonus time. Yeah, okay, I understand now. So, yeah, I generally, right now, I don't go for bonus time. The 0.100 bonus time. I go for all the others. I guess having time freeze, I probably should have gone for it, but generally I don't, just because I struggle to get the bonus time sometimes, and then it just costs the entire run. So, yeah, hindsight, I probably should have done that, because it would have taken a massive mess up to not benefit me. At the same time, I've literally taken at least like 30 seconds after falling back sometimes to get out of 0.100. So yeah, that's definitely something to remember for next time on my part. That was really stupid that I didn't remember, actually. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't go back. I need to work out a strat for that game, honestly. 14 is fine. I really should just skip the game, because it does not benefit me. Like, it takes so long to get, like, 14 seconds for me, because I'm bad. Really, it would have just been better to get 14 more points in Laser Racer. I mean... We're going to need a pretty good ending to get this run. This is a very daredevil run. Because I am not playing well. Okay, actually, yeah, I do need to go back, don't I? I am not playing well, and yet I have got so much time saved. Like, I know I'm not playing well here. To be honest, I'm not very focused. No. Okay, let me make sure I don't mess up this, at least. Okay, I'm gonna go this way and fall back down. Yeah, okay, fine. So I am going to get this minigame, just for the fact that it isn't too slow. Like, it does build up quite quickly once you're past the beginning bit. Although it does rely on a lot of RNG. There you go. Maybe I should cut out that game. Yeah, so I know I'm playing bad just from the fact that I didn't have a push left there, really. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's alright. Oh, come on. There you go. To be fair, when you look back at that, getting that timing there, you're so close to that red bumper. Alright, just gonna do water. Don't really want to get stuck with anything like a random power up, like time freeze or something done. That's gonna slow me. Nice. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. I was going to go for the time bonuses, but that's okay. Ooh, no, I can't skip Laser Racer. That's not a possibility. Oh no. Okay, well, I tried to play a bit riskier. Come on. Alright, that's slow. That's alright. Still get Laser Racer, as long as I do okay here. I played as good as I could there, to be honest. 56, that's alright. 50 plus is takeable, I would say. At this stage, at least. While I'm not really pushing the game too much in terms of overtime too. I will definitely take that. Oh no. Oh, you're being mean. That is mean. Alright, we get some bonus time anyway, that's alright. So here as well, I am just going to skip these sections generally because they do skip a lot. Okay, here, yeah, fine. But generally I will just skip areas because they are just fast. It's generally in my interest to skip them. I am playing very poorly. Although that said, that time loss, sorry, is from not doing a good Laser Racer last time, but also from being bad. Alright, time doubler, and then we will hope to do okay here. There's a lot of time for me to save in overtime as well. A lot of time. Like, I actually lost a few seconds. And I knew my original one was not that great. Because at a point, I was like almost 2 minutes ahead. And then I fell back to like a minute and a half ahead instead. So there's a lot of potential time save. Alright, let's do space rocks. Oh well, not great start. Oh wow, not a good start again. Alright, I'm glad I hit that one. Yeah. Okay, I need to go for that one. Okay, 40 is fine there, because that took ages. I really should not have spent that long on that. I really shouldn't even have done it, to be honest. I should stop doing space rocks. I think I need to cut space rocks and commuter world out of the run, if I'm honest. And then, as long as I can complete a run from there, I basically guarantee top 25. Like, that's all it takes. That's literally all it takes. Cutting out the slow mini games. Okay, I'm getting that power up. That's not the worst thing in the world. Although normally I just struggle to get back up from there, so I tend to not go for it. Good thing it does benefit me here though, so that's alright. Keeping a lot of flips. Ah, and then we're stuck. Good thing is we keep bonus time at least. Just cost us some real time. Yeah, we're really relying on time save in overtime, aren't we? Ooh, stay. Nice. Okay, so we are behind, but there is plenty to save later. Generally was not actually a bad area, it was just the minigame that costed me a lot of time. Okay, don't do that. Okay, stop doing this. You get stuck in a loop doing this. This area has a lot of things where if you miss something, you get stuck in a loop like that, unless you fall back down again. It's very harsh. Also got that from the right flipper. Nice one. Very difficult. No, I skipped the time bonus. I'm not sure if you can get the time bonus from that one, actually. But that's okay. I think I did skip one the other day in my current PB. Yep, good. Get power up. And give me random. Double push in a run. Let's go. Alright, I really don't want to crash here, please. Oh, what? Oh, whoa. Okay, that's weird. Alright, we got another glitch. Okay, apart from the fact that I literally don't have enough time to finish here, I have like less than 9 minutes. I've got like 8 minutes 30. I would need to literally world record to finish this, so this is probably a reset, unfortunately. Yeah, this is not worth continuing, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, considering it's a run that cannot finish with my current PB in regular any percent, and that's with granular rainstorm push, it's a shame I'm not further ahead than 24 seconds, but there you go. You know what, yeah, I'm just gonna reset. Queenie, hello, welcome to the stream. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna do some any percent. I'm going to do some 80% for the rest of the stream, because that did not go very well, did it? So clearly, if that didn't go well, that means any percent is going to go well, right? That's what that means. Yeah, how is everyone doing today? sort of preparing myself for the run tomorrow. As I said on Discord, we're either going to do, it is official now, we're either going to do all achievements, or if it doesn't succeed, we're going to do middle marathon. So either way, something big is going to happen in We Play tomorrow, and that's pretty cool. I pulled a bad streamer moment just now. I'm supposed to be streaming right now, but I just woke up. Oh no! To be honest, that's understandable. I've probably done that at some point. I don't nap very often, but I think I've probably done that at some point. To be honest, even if I've not done that. Also, hey Kyra. Oh, game is loud as well, by the way. I forgot to turn it down. It is now down. You may now be able to hear me. If someone with mid in your name, you're definitely not mid. Oh, Kyra. Thank you for the good luck. At Kyra. Thanks for the good luck. I tried to be better than mid. Yeah, this week of school has been so tiring. Honestly, Quady, if you want to talk about school being tiring, I'm just going to point you to the fact that I had a year break from streaming around GCSEs and just did not do anything to do with streaming or content at all for an entire year. 12 months, 365 days, genuinely. So you're absolutely fine. Like, if you're tired from doing schoolwork, then have a break. Please. It is worth it. But yeah, I've definitely done things before where I'm just tired from whatever and just don't stream. I haven't done it as much recently, but that's just purely from the fact that I don't have much time to stream nowadays anyway. Although if I am genuinely tired, I would skip stream. Because it's just, I know my limits and I know when it's not worth streaming nowadays. I used to force myself to stream when I don't feel like it, and it's just not worth it because it's not fun to watch. So now what I do is I just don't stream. And the thing is, you know, I try to be productive. I was really unproductive yesterday. And I really wanted to be productive because, you know, I booked the day off work. I was going to send back my GameCube controller, find another decent one, do a ton of YouTube sorting out stuff because there's still so much to do. And I just did nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. But I do really want to get cracking on that in March because there's so much I want to get done. I want to start doing YouTube shorts and TikToks and stuff, like 2 a week at least. So planning ahead with that is going to be the main way to go. Because the only day really I'm going to be able to do anything on those is like Sunday. And even then some Sundays I don't have much time. So yeah, need to get started on that really. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, this is going to be good. Okay, right. I'm not going to look at chat for a minute. I will read what you put in a second. How the hell anyone revised them? 11 subjects. Yeah, it is a lot. I did 11 as well because I got put on a couple of extra ones, like statistics. I did statistics in year 9 and did okay. And then, oh, no, no, go away, go away. Oh, that's slow. And then I did further maths as well, which is just don't. Other than that, I mean, the thing is, with my grades, I didn't actually get any 9s, but I passed all 11 things. But I didn't get any 9s. Like, people I'm friends with did really well and got some, like, really high grades, got some 9s, and I just didn't get any. My best was maths. But other than that, I really mostly got like 6s and that, which was like a bit lower than what I was predicted. We might be losing time here. but the fact that I passed everything, and honestly, once you're past GCSEs and you have something that is not GCSEs, all people really care about is maths, English, and the number of GCSEs you pass. Like, that's all people really care about. Okay, this is atrocious. Let me reset that. This is not going well. That would have been losing like 20 seconds there overall. That means like 35 just from 0 to 100. No thanks. Passing everything is still a feat. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was English literature. I got a 4. I went... Also, I only got a 5 in English language. But obviously, English language is the one you need to pass. I didn't really care about literature in the end. But, of course, language being unprepared, there's me and, like, one other person in the intervention that there was. There was, like, an intervention, like, the day before the other exam. And there was only me and one other person, and that other person was predicted like a 9. And there was also me. And I only went because I was genuinely convinced I was going to fail. And I think I could have failed if I didn't go to that, to be honest. Oh, why am I doing idiot? This is overtime 2 brain kicking in. Fair, it wasn't flawless up till there, so I'm not too disappointed. So lots to look forward to on the channel in March. I'm going to be making proper announcements on it tomorrow. Because I wanted to mention it today, of course, but I won't have anything formally done until at least tomorrow, probably Sunday. But there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot. Losing a few seconds out of this area, unfortunately. But considering we just got a gold, can't be too disappointed. I don't think it can go much further, to be honest. I've had a gold this stream, gold last stream. So yeah, I do want to actually briefly mention what happened on Sunday. So basically the run before my... okay, this is really not great. I could be saving 12 seconds here and I'm losing 2.5. Yeah, so essentially what happened on Sunday, before the run where I got my PB in race to overtime 2, what happened is I managed to get a wrong warp. And it's not the first time something like that has happened, because there is a video on YouTube that's a few years old now where the person manages to wrong warp in a different area and also manages to wrong warp exactly 8,000 points ahead, which is very bizarre. So they managed to warp exactly an entire lap of the game further than I did with my setup, although my setup was the jankiest thing you will ever see, and I will probably never replicate it. I will probably be able to replicate their setup easier than mine. I can't actually remember exactly what their setup was, but I can tell you for a fact that it was easier than mine, because mine involved push and push. Actually, I don't know if mine, if theirs involved push or not, but mine definitely did, and mine was very precise, and I don't think I'm ever going to get it again. But I'm going to do a proper video on it soon, and sort of what it means for speedrunning, because it doesn't really mean anything for the categories that currently exist, because the problem is it didn't, like, the screen went blank. I couldn't see anything. The screen was just like pink and purple, so it wasn't really a valid anything. You know, I mean, if I did what the person did in that video, it would actually have counted as a high score in game, but it's questionable whether it would count as a high score on a leaderboard, because you didn't get there and it's glitched. It's not glitchless. But it does beg the question of whether we will eventually need a glitched and a glitchless category, because other stuff I've been able to do, of like break out of bounds with push in Granular Rainstorm and stuff like that. I don't know, there's lots to think about. Also, hey Lawful, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're doing some any percent today. It's pretty much becoming a tradition now. Doing some PinOut on a Friday. It's a pretty nice game to play on a Friday. Friday being the shortest stream of the week, unfortunately. But that does mean, because I play a mobile game, it's a lot easier for me to do a decent length stream and do maybe 10 minutes longer than I normally would. If I set up for a console game, it probably would only be about an hour. But the fact that I'm doing mobile means I can stream for a little bit longer, because it takes far less time to set up. Nope, that's a reset. Didn't get first cycle. Doing good, just came back from the gym. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright, thanks. I had a pretty quiet day at work. I mean, it's always going to be quite quiet this time of year in the job that I'm doing, because of the main deadline being in January, and then the next year starting in April. So naturally February and March are quite quiet. I actually had a day off yesterday as well, and last week, although I wasn't very productive. I actually went out to the pub quiz again yesterday. We went last week for my birthday, last Thursday, and we ran into their pub quiz, and we thought, you know what, we'll stay. And we did alright. I almost skipped the mini game. Almost skipped the mini game. One day we're actually going to skip that, and we're going to mess up the run somewhere else, I know it. Yeah, runs have been okay. I did manage to do alright in Race to Overtime 2, apart from the fact that I only had 8 minutes 30 seconds remaining, which means that essentially in overtime you can't gain any extra time on your in-game timer, so you have to have enough time remaining to make sure you can finish the run. And it actually is a little bit slower than regular any percent, because we cannot get the particular power-up that normally makes it faster in a certain area. So essentially what that means is you really need at least like 9.5 to 10 minutes to comfortably finish. I've always needed at least 10 in my runs. But yeah, we only managed to have about 8.5, because I didn't do very well on the mini games. But hey, we still did alright. And I actually did manage to get a new PB in Race to Overtime 2 on Sunday, so I'm quite happy with that. And I managed to PB by about 1 minute and 40. Nice, we got that skip. So that skip is very mean. I'm not sure how to be consistent at it, to be honest, but essentially if you go through the middle of those flippers, sometimes you will have enough speed to go up the ramp as well. This game is fun to watch. Yeah, I've been sort of making it a tradition on Fridays now, because it is really captivating. It's very short, very easy to get into. It's free. It's on mobile, iOS and Android. It's very fun. Although as a first timer, it takes a while to get used to the game, get used to the timings, and even complete a run. But it is really fun. I would say when you get to my level of pushing the game to its absolute limit in terms of a speed run, it can get a bit grindy, but so does every speed game. I don't really enjoy the grind, in quotation marks, of speed games. That's why I sort of hover between like 20 million different games. Because I can't decide on one, because I get fed up when I get to the grind, really. But the grind in this game has been okay, and it's fun to explain the game whenever I speedrun it. And the fact that I only speedrun it for about an hour at a time means that I can keep on explaining the stuff over and over. Yeah, mostly Nintendo. Exactly, yeah. Same here as well. I do play a bit of Clash of Clans nowadays, just purely for the fact that I don't have anything else I do really on my lunch breaks. Oh no. Oh yes, skip. Oh, I thought I'd skip that. This is not good. Okay, I managed to... Oh no. Okay, I thought I got away with it there. We're losing a lot of time here. So I got stuck there as well, unfortunately. And this is sort of part of why the grind isn't very fun, because you can just get stuck at things like that. And it's not fun. There we go. So we're losing a ton of time. But funny enough, we can actually PB. There is around 45 seconds to save in the last 2 areas. PinOut speedruns. If I could get live split, you know, the same splits file. I do have Frame Perfect, which is a mobile timer on my phone. But also I don't bring my iPad to work. I would have to run on iPad. I'm too used to iPad now. I wouldn't be able to run on phone. But also from the fact that I don't really want to do speedruns. Not while I'm working. Not while I'm at work. You know, I like to just chill out, watch some YouTube. Oh no, I broke out the thing. Oh no. Okay, well, we suddenly did cannon skip that wasn't cannon skip, unfortunately. Oh well. That's alright. I didn't split because we ended up skipping it a bit. No. No, I'm gonna reset. Come on. What was that level transition? Yeah, so I know you've not got audio. Should I type it? Yeah. I used push mid-air when I should have waited to land on the ramp. Oh, and thanks for the good luck, Lawful. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so interesting thing that I don't show off very often, my sum of best for the game. It's now at 711 since that Emerald Electric Gold split earlier. I will never ever push for anything like that. Sub 8 is my long-term goal. If I was being generous, I think we can push it to sub 730. I don't think anyone will ever do that though, and to be honest, I think if I stopped at sub 8, I don't know if anyone would ever try and get past that. Although there are people that are finding my PBs and my world records and stuff, and my formal PBs on YouTube, and they are thinking, I could beat that. And I do like that. I do like that people are challenging themselves. It's great to have some competition in any speed game. It would be boring if you were just running against yourself. So it's cool to see people get into the game and try to push the game to its limit, but so far nobody has been able to get close to my time. I do think someone can definitely push, you know, sub 9 is definitely a great goal, and sub 10, sub 9, anything like that is an amazing time in this game, I would say. Because the game in places is just so precise and so unfair at times that you can't ever really be disappointed with a sub 9 or a sub 10, really. I've only ever had like 3 or 4 sub 9s in my life. And the thing is, a lot of those have been in the last couple of months. So I know I can push this time. I know I can push it further. It just depends on when rather than if. It's just the fact that I'm getting more consistent and then just randomly stumbling on just one area and choking PB. If I can just chain together all perfect areas like I did in my PB. I mean, the only time saves I have compared to my PB right now, Emerald Electric, which is about 14 seconds. You know, there's at least like 8 seconds to save even for a pretty average Emerald Electric. And then there's 45 seconds combined in the last 2 areas. Other than that, the game was basically perfect. Basically a perfect run. That's why the splits are so annoying to compare against early on, because there's so much time to save in some areas, and then some parts like Something Beneath is perfect. There are no faults whatsoever in my PB in Something Beneath, and that's why I'm always losing time there. If I'm anywhere near saving time, or even breaking even really, out of Something Beneath, you know it's going to be a good run. Last time I PB'd? Interesting question. I don't know, actually. Speedrun.com would probably have the answer for that, because that would show when my PB was... well, it would show when it was submitted, and it would also show when it was actually achieved. You know what? I'll check. I do think it was within the last couple of months, though. It was definitely after Christmas, I believe, or around Christmas. PinOut. 8/27. 26th of December. I got this PB on Boxing Day. Actually, I remember it vividly now. It was a Sunday. It was after work. It was one of my last shifts at my work, at my Sunday job. I finished work and I came home and I did some runs. Got a pretty decent run quite early on. I think I spoke about it in the Discord on the day. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do another run. I'm really going to try and push for this now. And then I got the 8/27, and it was just an unbelievable run. Because, yeah, it was just completely unexpected. The run before, I only managed to get like a 9/10 or something. And I think they were literally back-to-back runs, which is incredible. But the consistency is really what I need. Really just need to dedicate all my time towards any percent and get this sub 8. Yeah, I did run Galaxy. I have been saying I want to make a comeback to Galaxy, but to be honest, I don't know. I don't have any desire to run the game right now. Although I did enjoy it at the time. It was mainly just an endurance sort of thing for how long I would normally stream. I'll normally stream about 4 hours sometimes, or 5 hours. So I did a few runs of it. I never learned any proper strats, and the PB is there. It's a thing. I'll probably never run it again, although I did get Mario 3D All-Stars with the intention of running it again on Switch. Main reason being, it's, as I spoke about earlier actually, and I speak about it a lot, it's very easy for me to practice games that are on the Switch and that are on mobile. Because all I need to do is pull up PinOut or pull up Mario Kart or whatever I'm running, Mario Kart on the Switch, PinOut on mobile, whatever, and I can just start running. Whereas with the Wii, because of my dynamic setup where I need to set it up every single time I stream and everything, the Wii U sits in a drawer. I have to set it up every time I want to play. So naturally, I don't get much practice in for Wii games. And that's kind of why Mario Galaxy took a backseat for quite some time. Another thing, and it's part of the reason why the Wii U is so useful, for Wii games, I would actually use the gamepad to practice, because I can still technically use it as a screen, really, and it's generally pretty useful. Nowadays, one, my gamepad drains very quickly, within like half an hour if it's not charging. It also takes a long time to charge, but it does still work as long as it's always plugged in. And the second thing is it cuts out an absolute ton. And that's kind of why I also stopped running 3D World a bunch. But it is good for practicing games, but the little bit of delay and stuff, and sometimes it would cut out, it makes it not feasible for practicing things like Wii Play, which I have tried to do. Wasn't able to fully learn Mario Galaxy, trying to learn it though. Might unretire and return to SM64. Yeah, that would be cool. I do actually want to make it a joke, really, with Mario 64, where I will never run Mario 64, but I will run Mario 64 DS. Because I find that really funny. If I get a 3DS capture card, I'm going to send off my 3DS soon, and get a capture card. And once I've got one, I'm going to run Mario 64 DS. I'm going to learn the speedrun. I'm going to get, like, what is it? I think it's like 70-star speedruns or something. There's also 150-star speedruns. It might be 80 stars, because the boundaries are different in that game. Because there are 150 stars in the game as well. But I did not ever complete it as a kid. I came nowhere near close to completing it as a kid. I only got like 60 stars. So running it would be very interesting. And I actually really do want to run it. It looks quite fun to speedrun, and it's something different, because you think you know Mario 64, and then you pick up Mario 64 on DS, and it's just completely different. Like, right from the start, you run as Yoshi. You start the game as Yoshi. You know? Never beat it, but might try it out one day. Yeah, it is on Wii U VC, I'm pretty sure. I've got normal Mario 64 on Wii U VC, and I've got somewhere decent in there. I also got it on 3D All-Stars, and I've got somewhere decent in there, although I did get further on there, because again, it's easier for me to play on Switch. But there's a lot of DS games I want to run. I want to run, Nervous Breakdown, which is a very obscure first game, actually, by the makers. Unfortunately, they're dissolved now, but it was their first game, and it's okay, but I think it will be alright for a speedrun. It's basically an Atari Breakout style game. It's not on speedrun.com right now. I think the speedrun would take a few hours, 2 to 3 hours, really. I've seen a playthrough on YouTube that takes 2 and a bit. So I think the speedrun could be done in definitely 2 to 3 hours. So I want to run that. I also want to run Sonic Rush Adventure and Sonic Colors DS. I don't want to run Sonic Rush because I've seen how cursed it is. The RNG is awful. And I've run Mario Party 8. The RNG is awful. It's... okay, it's not as bad as Mario Party 8, but I run Mario Party 8 for the Mii. The thing is, basically all the bosses in the game have a ton of RNG. You also need 8 hits per boss. So, basically, the top runs just come down to decent RNG, so I don't really want to run that. Same time, Sonic Rush Adventure does have a bit of that, but not nearly as much. And Sonic Colors DS looks quite fun as well, so I do want to run that. There's just a lot of games I want to run. Mario Kart DS, oh my goodness, Mission Mode. Mario Kart DS Mission Mode is goated. I completed it recently. I did a speedrun of it as recently as well. It's great. I have no interest of doing the actual runs of the game, like cup runs and things like that. I just want to run Mission Mode. Although I do want to run Mario Kart 7 as well, which would be a main category, like 32 tracks or something, or all tracks. Because that is all tracks. Yeah, I already have too many RNG speedruns. Because you've run Mario Party 5 before as well. Mario Party 5's a long run. I would not be able to do that. Like, the fact that I'm even contemplating doing 5-hour Wii Play runs, and Wii Play is semi-consistent. Like, I know I'll be able to complete the run once I get past, you know, fishing and billiards. Mario Party 8 is very painful. Mario Party is very painful. Not 8 specifically. All of them. To be fair, some more than others. Okay, so power up there costs about 7 seconds. Oh, Mario Party 4, yeah, sorry. I knew it was one of them. It is a 5-hour run, yeah, it's a long run. The fact that a 5-hour run would take me my whole stream, I'd have to get a run going straight away. So it's just not feasible for me to do it as a speed run. In fact, even if I did have the spare time, I probably still wouldn't do it. Because it just doesn't sound very good. Yeah, Mario Party 5 is like 1 hour. Most of them are. Most of them are about 1 to 2 hours, and then there's just that. Story mode is massive. I have watched runs of it. It looks interesting. It's definitely more fun to watch than it is to play. Like, I've never played it, but it definitely looks more fun to watch than it is to play. I've actually only played the DS installments, like DS, Island Tour. I've not played like Star Rush or Top 100 or anything. Oh no! No, that's a reset. Oh, it's such a shame. Okay, I'm going to do a few more runs and I might go. Because I've already been streaming about an hour. Actually, I've been streaming an hour and 10. Yeah, I will probably head off soon. But there are so many games I want to run, honestly. So many games. Mario U, 100%. Will take me about 5 hours. I want to run that soon. That'll be quite fun. Be fun to finally learn something that isn't any percent in a 2D Mario game. Yeah, in order for me to get a PB, I have to not lose, or else I have to reset, which could make a longer stream. I think I'd like to try Mario Party 4, but into time where I can have 5 hours of free time. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, you generally look at speedrun leaderboards, and what happens is short runs, games with short runs are very popular. Games with exclusively long runs are very unpopular. And that's purely just from the fact that speedrun has just a few, but still very big constraints. One of them being you have to do the run all in one go. I mean, some things do allow you to take breaks and things, but when you're submitting to a leaderboard, it needs to be done all in one go. If you take a break, it counts as part of the time, which kind of puts people off. Oh, that was so close! Wow, almost skipped the mini game. That's definitely closer than earlier. Earlier was just, yeah, I just got what I normally got. That genuinely looked like it could happen. The day we skip the mini game is the day we get, like, sub 4. What the heck? Yeah, pause the time. Oh, really? Yeah, it depends on the game, I guess, but for me as well, I'm not in a position where I can do a run longer than 5 hours on a Saturday. At a push, 6 hours. But I'm also not in a position where I could pause the run, have dinner, and then come back for longer than like an hour. And given that I'm streaming it as well, it doesn't really seem worth it to just be away for half an hour and then come back for 1 hour and finish a run. I don't know. So naturally, I just decide to stick to speedruns. Good. Stick to speedruns that I can do in the time that I do have. Because the thing is as well, The longest run I will ever do is probably going to be Mario Odyssey Damageless, all moons, or Darker Side. But the thing is with that, I'm not actually going to do all moons all in one go, so I'm not going to be able to submit that to leaderboard. Nice, we've got the big ramp. Yeah, so getting that big ramp on the right, from the right flipper, is very hard. There are a lot of tight timings in this game. It doesn't look tight. If you've not played the game before, you'd think, you can just do that. But it's very tight. The timing is very tight. You never really know how tight a timing is until you've practiced it several hundred times. Or even just several times, really. Just playing the game a few times, you realise some things are just basically not possible from certain angles and things. And certain flippers. Nice. Made the cycle. Oh no. Oh really? You're allowed to take a 10-minute break in an all moons run. That's pretty nice. See, the thing is, for me, all moons would probably take me like 11 hours, but even then, a 10-minute break is not enough. Like it wouldn't matter how long the break would be. I would have to split it 5 hours one day, or like 5 hours Saturday, 5 hours Sunday, because I'm not able to do that really. And even if I was, I wouldn't be in a position where I could reset an hour in and then do another run. Which speedrunning sort of relies on that, because once you start getting good at a category, you have to do resets. You know, we've already seen that with We Play. I only did 2 attempts of all achievements before I didn't have enough time on Saturday. And that's only a, few hour run. But that's just the nature of tanks in that game. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for the skip. Okay, well, we didn't do great, but oh well. Probably should skip that split, actually, because that is inaccurate. By several seconds. But we're doing okay. We can PB here. By a lot. Yes! Nice. You really want to make that. That is another case of very hard to make it on the right side from the right flipper. Very, very good that we got that. Very good that we got that as well, because if you go too far, you will get the power up. We got all 4 big ones. Nice. All 4 big slopes. Very good. Okay, I think that would have been an inaccurate gold if I did split there. Yeah, it looks like it. Please be okay here. Okay, nice. Didn't get the power up. Very good. We're on immense pace here. Honestly, I'm fine with doing it from that side because I don't have to deal with the red ball. Oh, that's a shame. That's alright. No. Oh, okay, okay. Alright. That's fine. Losing about 15 seconds there. It feels like about 15. I'm just going based off instinct. This is not good. I'm very glad I made that. Please go. Okay. Right, please do this. Oh, skipped one. No! Okay, fine. As long as I'm not, you know, falling off, taking a lot of time, that's alright. Can still PB. We would need something very big. But we can still PB. Oh, no. I can't make any more mistakes. Good. Good. Fine. Gotta go for this one. Good. Went for the short one. Good. This is probably not a PB. That's amazing. 830? Sub 830 again? That's great. Considering how I've been playing today, that's incredible. That is, I think, my 4th sub 9. Or 5th. That's great. I'm so happy with that. It's not PB, but I'm very happy with that. Because of the fact that I played so poorly at the start of the stream. Wow, that was good. And I saved 10 seconds with that. So, yeah, that's great. 8:29. We are making progress. We're making progress. Because I know I got lucky in my PB. That's the thing. I wasn't consistent. I mean, I wasn't consistent by the time I got that PB. 2 months ago, I was not consistent at this game. Because I played out of my mind for the first 6 areas, bar Emerald Electric, and then I lost 45 seconds in the last 2 areas. I just sort of started fumbling, knowing that I was on good pace in Telegraphic. I just need to get more of these runs. What I need to do, I need to get more of these good runs to get myself used to the pressure of being on good PB pace. This is one more of those runs. So this was thoroughly productive. That was an amazing run. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. We're going to see if someone's live for us to raid. But, yeah, lots of cool stuff happening in PinOut recently. There is attention, as always, going, for some reason, to my old PB. Which is, I think, like a 908. To be fair, it is my best PB that has my face in it. Rather than the other ones, which are all offline. But yeah, thank you all for watching, as always. We're going to be back tomorrow with We Play. We are going to be doing all achievements again. I will be giving it 1 attempt, and 1 attempt only. If I fail in tanks, or if I fail after a few attempts of table tennis, we will switch over to medal marathon. That means we're going to have something big tomorrow. There's a lot of time for me to save in medal marathon, so unless I don't have good pace out of billiards or fishing at any point, then we will be doing a run of that. Although I wouldn't get your hopes up, because we have a lot, you know, there's a lot of time to save later on, but it was also very good in billiards and fishing. Although there is still time to save in billiards and fishing. Probably about 5 to 10 minutes overall. Actually, I don't think there's 10. More like 5 to 8 minutes. But it did take me a while on fishing. So, a lot of that is in fishing. But mostly billiards was fine. There's not much time to save in billiards. I'd be very surprised if I'm green out of billiards. But yeah, other than that, with PinOut, there's the wrong warp that happened. If you go and check out my YouTube, there's actually a YouTube short on there right now of a recording of the game. Unfortunately, no audio because I forgot to turn it on. I was playing, like, I was watching a stream and playing the game at the same time, and so I turned down the music, and then I forgot to turn it back on again for that video. But yeah, it was a thing. and it basically what happened is I used push. It's exclamation mark CRE, Jules. Yeah, so I used push, and I actually got a wrong warp. And then the screen just went pink and purple. And the ball was still moving wherever it was, because of whatever was happening. Oh, it's all good, Jules. You'll get used to it. People forget a lot. So it's all good. Yeah, so... Yeah, I managed to get a wrong warp because I used push in a certain way. I'm not sure exactly how or what caused it, but someone else managed to do it a few years ago, and it hasn't been patched since. I mean, the last time the game got an update was at least a year ago, I think, and the last time any of their games got an update was a while ago. But someone else did manage to do it, and they got exactly 8,000 points ahead of where I got to. So there's a lot happening in terms of glitches in the game. We did actually get a sort of glitch thing earlier where it happened in my Overtime 2 run. We actually skipped a cannon, because what we did, we actually I probably should go in the stream and find it, because it would make a good thing for my wrong warp video. But essentially what happened is I used the cannon in Overtime, in Analog Apotheosis, regular Analog Apotheosis, to try and take the long path, so I could try and get the bonus time. And actually what I did, it sort of went to the path, and then decided, no, I'm not going in the path, I'm just going in the next cannon. And so it was really bizarre. It meant I didn't get the 21 extra seconds, which was kind of the tipping point of this run cannot go on because I don't have enough time here. But yeah, I mean, if I had that pace, I would have had enough time. But having that pace is incredibly hard. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to shut up now. Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, I'll see if there is anyone that is live to raid. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to head off. I'm going to head off for the day. Not going to do a raid. No one in particular that's doing any speedrun stuff that I want to raid. So, thanks everyone for watching. Again, be back tomorrow. Going to be doing We Play. Yeah, I do need to find more people to raid on Wednesdays and Fridays, to be honest. Especially Wednesdays. But, yes. We Play tomorrow. If it doesn't go well, we're going to do other stuff. I do have other things in mind. And then next week, I have no idea what I want to play. I will try and think of something on the fly Sunday morning and write up the schedule. That's normally what I do. And then that sort of dictates what I play for the week. Probably some Mario Kart will be in there at some point, though, if I don't play it tomorrow. And yeah, maybe we'll even do PinOut again on Friday. People seem to enjoy PinOut, so making it a regular thing on a Friday, or at least a semi-regular thing, seems like a good idea. So thanks for watching, and I will see you around. Bye bye.